Jai Hind, my dear students. Today we are moving to a very important area in accountancy, and you can score 4 marks in the board exam. If you watch the full video, you will get clear-cut explanation regarding the area with the solved problems. Don't forget to watch the entire video. Simple calculation, and in part B from this video lesson, we are starting the problem sections. So, basic mathematical calculation is needed to learn. Only you have to keep in mind what is the format. And calculations like subtraction and percentage is needed. That mathematical skill is needed to finish this area, and definitely you can score 100 marks. Financial statement analysis is the area we are going to learn, and it's very important for your board exam. Definitely, a choice question will be there from this area for formula. And from the past 2 years, CBSE is asking as a choice question, and try to follow my explanations and work out all the problems in your notebook while explaining the problem section also. First of all, we have to learn in detail what is comparative statement. Already in the previous video lesson, I have given a summary. Comparative statement is a tool of financial analysis which helps for comparing the performance of two different organizations or the same organization. We can compare between two different years. We can compare the performance by taking the current year with the previous year. So very important area. Don't forget to remember the explanation. Here we have to find out two different calculations. One is absolute change. Absolute change indicates the difference between 2 years performance or two firms performance in different area. We will find out the difference. We will find out the change, absolute change, by deducting the previous year value from the current year value. For example, when we consider the asset, land and building or fixed asset value is 2 lakh in the previous year, current year it is 4 lakh. So 4 lakh minus 2 lakh, that shows the absolute change. That means additional purchase of fixed asset. So remember, absolute change we have to calculate, and also we have to consider the percentage change also. So remember the format. First two areas, particular column, we can prepare the comparative statement of balance sheet as well as comparative statement of profit and loss. Comparative statement of profit and loss, or we can say comparative income statement, and comparative balance sheet we have to prepare. The first two areas, and remember the first two areas that indicates these two parts, including the current year and previous year amount column, that will be there in the form of a question. If it is a balance sheet, you will get the details as per the order in the form of a balance sheet. What we have to do next? We have to find out the absolute increase or decrease, that is absolute change. How we can find out the absolute change? Current year value minus previous year value. When we consider that current year value minus previous year value, and percentage change is calculated, percentage increase or decrease is calculated by considering absolute change divided by previous year value into 100. Why we are calculating the percentage change? We are calculating the percentage change to identify what is the percentage of change happened, whether it is increased or decreased for that particular item from the previous year to the current year, from the first year to the second year. So keep in mind the format regarding the calculation and preparation of the comparative statement. We have to remember the format regarding the preparation of comparative statement. So, are you ready to solve one problem? We are going to solve one problem. How we can prepare the comparative statement of balance sheet. So my dear students, the question, it will be in the form of a balance sheet. All the items are arranged as per the headings and subheadings. If it is not like that, you have to prepare the answer sheet by including all the items as per the format of the company's balance sheet as per the Act of 2013. You have to follow that vertical form of balance sheet. So first of all, you have to arrange all the item under equity and liability, also under the heading asset. Then we can prepare the solution. So kindly please copy this question to solve the problem. After that, please follow my words how we can find out the solution. So remember, it is the simplest way to find out the values. So you can also score the 4 mark. First of all, we will copy the question by attaching 2 more columns. Just look at that. When we go through the solution, the first part, that is a question. This part shows question. And next, what we have to do, another column will be given for absolute change and another one given for the calculation of percentage change. How we can find out the value? That is the question. Here, just look at that. Equity share capital is 2 lakh in the previous year. Current year it is 4 lakh. How we can find out the absolute change? 4 lakh minus 2 lakh. 4 lakh minus 2 lakh. So absolute change is 2 lakh. And how we can find out the percentage change? This absolute change divided by previous year value into 100. So 2 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100 means 100 is the percentage change. Once again, absolute change divided by the value, previous year value, that is here we are taking. So remember, the value equity share capital is calculated by finding out the difference between, absolute change is calculated by the difference between these two items. Current year value minus previous year value we are considering. Like the same, we have to calculate the thing for all the question. For all the item, we have to find out the absolute change and so my dear students, like the same short-term borrowings 70,000 minus 50,000, 20,000. Then 20,000 divided by 50,000 into 100, we will get 40,000 is the percentage change. So trade payable 60,000 minus 30,000, 30,000 is the absolute change. So 30,000 divided by 30,000 into 100, we will get the value 100. 10,000 is the value. Here we have to be very careful. Current year value is 10,000 only, but previous year value is 20,000. What to do? 10,000 is the value less than that previous year value. So 10,000 minus 20,000. What we will get? Negative 10,000. So whenever there is a negative value, just put it in the bracket, inside the bracket. So inside the bracket, the value inside the bracket shows negative value. So the percentage also it will be negative. Minus 10,000 divided by 20,000 into 100. Minus 10,000 divided by 20,000 into 100. Negative 50% is the answer. Then look at that current liability. 30,000 minus 20,000. 10,000 divided by 20,000. It will be 50%. Look at the assets. Fixed asset value 5 lakh. Divided minus 2 lakh, we will get 3 lakh. 3 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100, the percentage will be more than 100. So 150. Don't bother about the values, just write the actual value you are getting in the calculation. Remember the method, 1,25,000 minus 1 lakh, 25,000 is the answer. Percentage will be 25,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. You have to calculate everything, then only you will get the hands-on experience regarding the solution. 80,000 minus 60,000, 20,000 is the answer. Percentage will be 33.3. 1,55,000 minus 1,35,000, we will get 20,000 as the value. So the percentage will be 14.8. And 90,000 minus 60,000, 30,000 is the value, absolute change. 30,000 divided by 60,000 into 100, 50%. And 60,000 minus 40,000, 20,000 is the value. You will get the percentage change, 50% again. 10,000 minus 25,000. So 15,000 is the negative value, absolute change. There also we will get 15,000. Negative 15,000 divided by 25,000 into 100, it will be 60%. And when we consider the difference between totals, 10,20,000 minus 6,20,000, 4 lakh is the absolute change. 4 lakh divided by 6,20,000 into 100, we will get 64.5%. So my dear students, remember absolute change is the difference between current year value and previous year value. Percentage change we can calculate by considering percentage change will be calculated absolute change divided by previous year value into 100. I hope it is very much clear for you. Moving to another one problem. Remember the way of calculating the comparative income statement. This is the question. Keep in mind. This is the question you have to keep in mind. Here we are going to learn how we can prepare the comparative statement of profit and loss. Comparative income statement is the other name. From this question, you know very well the format of a statement of profit and loss. Here also we have to draw the format of a statement of profit and loss. First part will be like the same. Revenue from operation will be there. We will add other incomes. From this question, you can identify what are the other incomes that you can list out with the revenue from operation. After that, you can find the total revenue. Then you can list out the expenses. Then you can find out the total expense. Difference between total revenue and total expense will be the amount of profit before tax, and the percentage of tax rate is there 50% and 40%. So you can find out the tax also. After that, you will get, when you deduct the tax from profit before tax, you will get the profit after tax amount. So welcome to the solution. First of all, we have to prepare the format. So it will begin like the same statement of profit and loss. We have to arrange everything as per the format of a statement of profit and loss. So all these parts, it shows the question, the systematic arrangement of the question. Revenue from operation is there, other income is there, total revenue we have calculated. How we can find out the answer? Just look at that. Here, this part is the same as like in the comparative statement, absolute change. How we can find out the absolute change? Current year minus previous year. So current year revenue from operation is 4,50,000. Previous year value is 9,60,000. 9,60,000. So 9,60,000 is the highest value, 4,50,000 is the lowest value. Whatever it may be, the procedure is what? Current year minus previous year. 4,50,000 minus 9,60,000, we will get negative 5,10,000. How we can find out the percentage? Like the same, what we have done. 5,10,000 divided by 9,60,000 into 100. 9,60,000 into 100. So we will get 53.13%. Then other incomes are there as per our question. We are recording the incomes, 20,000 in the current year, 10,000 in the previous year. Difference will be 10,000. Absolute change is 10,000. 10,000 divided by 10,000 into 100. Percentage change is 100. We are calculating the absolute change for total revenue. 4,70,000 minus 9,70,000. We will get negative 5 lakh. Percentage change will be 5 lakh divided by 9,70,000 into 100, 51.5 percentage. After that, we are moving to the expense area. We are listing out all the items. Purchase of stock in trade is there. 94,000 is the current year value. Previous year it is 2,66,000. The difference, it is a negative figure, 1,72,000. Percentage change is 64.7. And change in inventory, 48,000 negative in the previous year, current year. Previous year also negative 15,000. Difference, it is 55,000 negative figure. How it is happening? Negative minus figure, it will be added. So just look at that percentage, 366.7 percentage. Finance cost is another item, 20,000 in the current year, 25,000 is the previous year, 5,000 negative figure, absolute change, 20 percentage is the negative 20 percentage is the percentage change. Depreciation and amortization expenses are there, 20,000 for each year, 20,000 for each year. Difference, absolute change is 0 and percentage change is also 0. Last item, other expense, 40,000 is the current year value minus previous year value 30,000. So 10,000 is the value of absolute change and 33.33 is the percentage change. After that, we have to find out the total expenses. Total expenses, we will get 1,34,000 for the current year. Previous year it is 3,26,000. Absolute change is also a negative figure, 1,92,000. Percentage change is 58.90. Dear students, we have to find out the profit before tax after this. Just look at that. Profit before tax, 6,44,000 in the previous year. Current year it is 3,36,000. So it is a loss, 3,08,000. Percentage change is 47.83. It is also a negative figure. We have to put it inside the bracket. It is also a negative figure. Income tax, we are deducting, calculating. How we can calculate the income tax? Profit before tax into rate by 100. Tax rate divided by 100. So first it is 3,22,000. It is a 50 percentage. So 1,34,400. Difference, it is 1,87,600. Percentage is also a negative figure, 58.26. We are deducting the values from income tax values from the profit before tax, then we will get profit after tax. Again 3,22,000, 2,01,600 is the percentage. That current year profit after tax, the difference, it is 1,20,400. It is also a negative figure, and 37.39 percentage is a negative figure because it is a loss. So this is the way we have to do. In these items, we have to put the bracket. Actually, it is typing error. You have to put it inside the bracket. 47.83 in the bracket, 58.26 in the bracket, 37.39 in the bracket, 1,20,400 is also in the bracket. So these are the various steps you have to take for calculating and preparing the comparative income statement or comparative statement of profit and loss. My dear students, moving to another area, common size statement. Very important tool of financial analysis. Here we are taking one value as a common size. Common size means the total of equity and liability or total of asset will be the common size, which is taken as a denominator to find out the values, find out the percentage. It is a form of vertical analysis. Actually, comparative statement, it is a form of horizontal analysis. Common size statement, it is prepared. It is a form of analysis of vertical in nature. And we are calculating the percentage change only. We will list out all the items, absolute figures we will list out, and we will find out a common base. And the common base, it will be the total of equity and liability or total of the asset. We will find out the percentage based on that common base. That means we are taking the value of total as the denominator for finding the percentages. Just look at this. It is a format of common size income statement, statement of profit and loss, like the same. Here, first part, all these things show the question. The remaining percentage of net sales is the area for calculating the percentages. So let us do one problem. From this small problem, we have to prepare. My dear students, we can prepare the common size statement in two ways: common size balance sheet and common size statement of profit and loss. So every time when you prepare this one, please find the variation. Find the variation between these items. Keep in mind all these things. Go through the question, copy the question, and draw the format like this. Here, we have to find out the percentages by considering one value as the base. Which value will be the base? The base value. That will be the total of equity and liability. How we can find out the percentage of? Here we are comparing two different companies. We are comparing the performance of two different companies. So keep in mind the way of preparing the statement. We will draw the format of a balance sheet first, then we will record all the items, and we will put all the items as per the order of the format of balance sheet. We will draw the separate columns for each item, and we will record items as per the order under the each headings and subheading. So remember how we have to prepare the common size balance sheet. So once we drawn the area of question, you can move to the calculation area. How we can calculate the values? That is the important question you have to keep in mind. Here we are taking the common base. Equity share capital percentage will be calculated 6 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100. 6 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100. So what is the common base? It is the total of equity and liability. So 6 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, 60 percentage. 8 lakh divided by 12 lakh, not 10 lakh. 8 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100, 66.67 percentage. 3 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, 30 percentage. 2 lakh 50,000 divided by 12 lakh into 100, 20.83 percentage. My dear students, like the same, 1 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, 10 percentage. 1 lakh 50,000 divided by 12 lakh into 100, 12.5 percentage. And when we calculate the total of these percentages, we will get 100 everywhere. Everywhere we will get the percentage as 100. Why? Because the total 10 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, it will be 100. 12 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100, it will be 100. When we go through the assets, 4 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, 40 percentage. 7 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100, it is 58.33 percentage. 6 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100, 60 percentage. 5 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 100, 41.67 percentage. And the total percentage also will be the same 100. And remember, the percentage change for each item. The percentage change for each item, it will be, each total, it will be 100. Remember how we can find out the percentages. By taking the total of equity and liability or asset, we can find out the percentage. So it is the thing regarding how we can prepare the common size statement of balance sheet. So you have to do more problems at home to learn more and remember for a long time. Let us do one problem regarding the statement of profit and loss. Common size statement of profit and loss. So from this information, revenue from operation is there, indirect expense is there, cost of revenue from operation is there, income, other incomes are there, income tax percentage is given. So indirect expense can be calculated 25% of the gross profit for both years. So remember how we can find out the gross profit. It's simple. Revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation, we will get the value of gross profit. So we have to prepare the statement first. You know the format of the statement. There we have to arrange the items as per the order. Revenue from operation, it is there as per the question. So all these things are as per the question. All the things we have to arrange as per the question. Then only we can prepare the statement. So first of all, you have to arrange the things as per the format of statement of profit and loss. Other incomes will be there. We are adding that incomes. We are finding the total of revenue. Then we are listing the expenses. All the items available in the question. We are listing. Amounts will be written here, and total expenses are there. That also we are noting. After that, we are finding the profit before tax. We are calculating the income tax from that profit before tax. We are calculating the profit after tax. But when we go through the solution, every time, my dear students, we can not expect, we will definitely get one question for 4 mark in the board exam. So how we can find out the percentage? That is the question you have to keep in mind. The question, it is very simple. Answer is also very simple to remember. Revenue from operation will be taken as the base value. Revenue from operation will be taken as the base value to calculate the percentage. So this one will be taken to find out the percentage. Keep in mind, the value 6 lakh and 8 lakh will be taken to find out the percentage for entire item. From the other income to the profit after tax, we are calculating the percentage by taking the 6 lakh and 8 lakh in the denominator. So, first percentage is always 100. 6 lakh divided by 6 lakh into 100, 100. 8 lakh divided by 8 lakh into 100, 100. Then 10,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100, we will get 1.67 percentage. 12,000 divided by 8 into 100, 8 lakh into 100, we will get 1.5 percentage. Then we are calculating the total revenue, 6 lakh 10,000 and 8 lakh 12,000. Now the value of percentage will be more than 100. So 6 lakh 10,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100, we will get 101.67 percentage. 8 lakh 12,000 divided by 8 lakh into 100, we will get 101.5 percentage. Then we are listing the expenses. 4 lakh 82,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100. 7 lakh 28,000 divided by 8 lakh into 100. So 4 lakh 28,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100, 71.33 percentage. 7 lakh 28,000 divided by 8 lakh into 100, 91 percentage. Other expenses, 43,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100, 7.17 percentage. 18,000 divided by 8 lakh into 100, 2.25 percentage. Then we are getting the total of expenses, 4 lakh 71,000 and 7 lakh 46,000. 4 lakh 71,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100, 78.5 percentage. 7 lakh 46,000 divided by 8 lakh into 100, 93.25 percentage. And we are finding the profit before tax, 1 lakh 39,000 divided by 1,39,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100, 23.167 percentage. 60,000 divided by 8 lakh into 100, 8.25 percentage. And we are calculating the income tax percentage also. 41,000 negative, it is a negative figure, so 41,700 divided by 6 lakhs into 100. Here we have to calculate 90 negative, that will be a negative figure, you have to put in the bracket. Here also you have to find out. I think I just missed that item. Please, you have to find out that value like this, 19,800 divided by 8 lakh into 100. So here you will get the percentage of income tax for the year 2016-17. Then we are calculating the profit after tax. The percentages will be calculated like this, 97,300 divided by 6 lakh into 100, 16.22 percentage. 46,200 divided by 8 lakh into 100, 5.75 percentage. So the percentage of revenue from operation will be always 100. Why? Because we are taking the value of revenue from operation as the base value. So my dear students, these are the two important tools of financial analysis. Keep in mind how we can prepare the comparative statement of balance sheet and income statement. Also, common size statement of balance sheet and income statement. Definitely, a 4-mark question will be there in the board exam. Try to score the 4 mark by doing maximum problems. Don't forget to watch the entire video. Kindly share this video with your friends to learn more. Do maximum problems, enrich your knowledge. Thank you.